As for length, the summer program was about 2 weeks and an extra 3 days.
Just a trip to different places like Little India, Chinatown.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, chair buddies, and welcome to Cahaya Rancamaya Islamic Boarding School. Today we are going to have a talk with our student from Cahaya Rancamaya Islamic Boarding School. So let us introduce themselves first. My name is Muksin. I'm English teacher from Cahaya Rancamaya Islamic Boarding School, and here
I'm Randy. I'm from 12B.
I'm Akmal. I'm from 12B as well.
Okay, so today we are going to talk about BEAM. Okay, these students have some experiences related to BEAM. So maybe we don't know what BEAM is. So let us ask them about the BEAM. Okay, first of all, give us a brief description related to BEAM.
So
What is BEAM?
Okay. So BEAM is actually a government program for high school students that want to study overseas. And inside BEAM itself, it got two different programs. The first one is the degree program, and the second one is the preparation program, or we call it as persiapan. The difference is simply like the degree program offers you a degree, while the persiapan program didn't offer you any degree, but it offers you a persiapan, like a preparatory program like SAT, IELTS, social projects, and summer programs.
Okay, so that's about the BEAMs. Yeah. Do you have any other things to add about the BEAM?
Well, other than that, it's also to expand our relations between one another and make new friends along the way. And yeah, as most people say, berjuang bersama,
Okay,
something like that.
Good,
Yeah.
very good. So how long have you prepared for the BEAM?
We've been going for like, I don't know, say 6 months.
6 months.
Yeah,
Okay,
from the start. Along the way, there were so many things like booth camps, how to write a good essay per se, and this whole summer program thing.
All right, and then what is it? So why do you want to take this scholarship? And how do you focus on, and how do you prepare it? Please, can you explain a bit to us?
So the main reason why we wanted to apply to this BEAM scholarship is actually to have the opportunity to study overseas. That's the first one. The second one is a very big opportunity for us to contribute to our country with our own fields. So when we studied there, we got this very prestigious chance to gain some resources and knowledge, so that when we go back to our country, we could share those knowledge to people who don't have the same chance as us.
Actually, you can sit to that place, yeah, because they want to see us as well when you explain things, yeah.
The camera.
Okay. All right. Next questions. Okay. As I heard that in our school we have 5 students who got the BEAMS scholarship. So the last 3 students are still there outside and not here. So that we have 2 candidates here. So we have and as I know that they have joined the programs here in Singapore. The BEAM programs. We'll ask them about the programs. Okay, so now please tell us about your program in Singapore and how long does it take, and then what did you get there, your experiences, and the most interesting experience doing the program. Okay, and how many students join this program, and this is for all high school students join this program or what? Okay.
So, as for length, the summer program was about 2 weeks and an extra 3 days. What would you?
How many weeks? 2 weeks, yeah.
Yeah.
2 weeks, and then the students.
Oh, for the students, as of high school students, they're only from BIM, so they're like 20 students.
All of them are from Indonesia.
Yeah, from BIM.
From BIM.
The rest are uni students from the whole ASEAN countries. the whole 10 ASEAN countries. Most of them are second year, third year, and final year students. And when they first saw us, they were like, which university did you go to in Indonesia? And we both answered, what university? We're both high schoolers. And then they were surprised. Like, huh? You're high schoolers? And wow, how did you come here? Like who brought you here? And we explained, so we have a scholarship back in our country. It's called Beasiswa Indonesia Maju, and yeah, these summer programs are one of the main things in the persiapan stage. For experience, we had 3 workshops. We had a leadership workshop, an academic workshop, which ventures into entrepreneurship, and a cultural immersion workshop where we were taught not to be a tourist but rather an explorer,
Okay.
trying new things, exploring new things without the burden of being a tourist, essentially, like stepping out of your comfort zone, trying out new stuff. And yeah, it was a fun experience. Like we went places.
It's also enjoyable, the program.
Huh?
Enjoyable? No,
Oh, it's really enjoyable.
it's really enjoyable.
We made a lot of new friends, a lot of new Insta followers, a lot of new LinkedIn connections.
Okay.
And yeah, I still reminisce
How about
those
you?
days.
Do you want to add some?
For me, I think it's a very memorable experience because there, me and Randy is not in the same group. So when we arrived in NTU, in Nanyang Technological University in Singapore, we are divided into many groups, and each of the groups consists of different students from different countries. And in my group, it's not only for like undergraduate students, but I got a friend. His name is Alex. He's from UMelb. UMelb is University of Melbourne from Australia, and he's now pursuing a master in biomedical engineering. And the fact that I'm there discussing the lectures, the materials, or even doing assignments together with those people, those students who are competent in their own field is very insightful. And
So actually the program is not only for the BIM students, the general programs.
so the actual purpose of this program is for Temasek. Temasek is the BUMN of Singapore, and it invites people, undergraduate students or graduate students from ASEAN and Australia. So we just joined
only
the program.
ASEAN and Australian.
Yeah, sure. But they got a lot of different summer programs in those summer exchange programs. Like there are people from Canada, USA, Europe, but they are not included in our program.
Okay,
So they in separate place.
So this program is free for everyone then to
Yeah,
join.
it's a scholarship.
Scholarship. Also for all the scholarship students, not only from our country, also from the other countries.
yeah.
Okay. And then so during this program, did you just stay at the same place, or just you have you travel that country? Singapore as well, or maybe the short trip.
So the main location of our program is in NTU, but in the first 3 days and in the weekends we have like orientation program or just a trip to different places like Little India, Chinatown, Marina Bay, and yeah, we explore Singapore really quite often. And in the weekends we have free time, right? So we just explore like Bugis and play some escape room games with other students from other countries.
And then okay, some interesting things that maybe you haven't seen or you haven't seen in Indonesia. Okay, can you explain to us about this one as well?
So I think they are really
Maybe culture shocks, yeah, culture shocks, yeah. And things that from the other student, the country, that maybe so different from us. And now, please to us.
I think the one big difference of us from Singaporean people are they are a lot more disciplined. Like only for jaywalking they got a fine for 500 SGD.
Oh my God!
It's a very large amount of money. Also, probably the main language in that country is not actually English, but their mother language like Chinese, Singlish, Indian, and Malay. Also, so I also learned how to order food in Chinese just to make it more easier.
Tell us how to put it in Chinese.
So,
Okay, let's see that.
So actually, I only got 2 words.
I see what's that. So when you order food, you just use 2 words and
Like pick. So if you wanna pick food,
Oh,
to say like chiga, and then kiga, and then
what's the gap is the
Chiga
gap?
is like this, and that.
Only these 2 words.
Yeah, I think
okay.
that's the most significant words if you wanna. I think Randy got like some other.
Oh yeah, Randy. Okay.
What you want me to talk about?
Who knows? Maybe you learn something from there.
Oh, yeah. For the like back to the no jaywalking, you get a ton of fines. Like Singapore has like these. um, there's so many fines there. Basically, like for jaywalking, you'd be fined 1,000, right? No eating in the MRT, no eating in the bus, which I kind of did. And I hope they didn't see me. Anyways, as of immersifying myself, yeah, we went to a ton of places. Like what Akmal said, we went to Marina Bay. We circled through the whole Singapore. I mean, we didn't explore everything, but to say we explored most of it, we did. And yeah, we spent our whole day, not our whole day. Like,
Wait, only hold on. The first day, yeah. The first 3 days, right?
The first
you
day.
explored Singapore.
That was from the program.
Oh, from
the
the
first
program,
3 days, and then after that, like the academics, and then we had another free time. Yeah, we went places like way too often. We probably went to Chinatown like what 5 times.
Yeah, 5 times.
Yeah.
Why do you want to go there for 5 times?
Probably trying the food and drink.
But
It was so
is it,
good.
But is it halal food there?
Yeah, I ate nasi lemak Michelin.
Oh, it's somehow okay. No, I mean, most of them are from Malaysia, right? I mean, so they sell the halal foods as well.
Yeah.
How about the price? Is it? I mean, if you compare with Indonesian,
I think it is a lot more expensive. Probably
A lot more expensive,
two
huh?
or 3 times more expensive than,
my God.
than in Indonesia.
for example, okay, nasi lemak, yeah, how much is it there?
Michelin nasi lemak is for one plate is $6,
$6.
and I
I
have to pay
the
1.6 extra for
Singapore
Milo.
dollars, right?
Yeah, Singapore
How
dollars.
much is it?
60,000 rupiah. 60,000.
So one Singapore dollar,
One Singapore dollar is 10 or 11,000.
around that.
12.
12, 11, 12.
Also expensive.
So for a more realistic comparison, like when you eat inside the university, like the normal meal, average is like $5 or $6 for one food and one drink.
So wait, during this program, do you get the pocket money from the or just
Yeah,
you
actually.
bring your own
We bring our own, but we got the money from the university and BIM.
from
so,
university
yeah.
as well? Oh, okay, that's quite good. So that because if you bring your own money, so in other countries,
Yeah.
It would be a burden.
burden by as well. And then was that something that you learned from there, from the program?
I learned to be more disciplined, like value time, way more than what I used to. What I used to think of time as like, everything just goes so fast. That's literally how it is. Like the 10 days of the academic workshop, like there were not so many assignments, but they were pretty urgent. And the fact that we have to prepare in like less than 24 hours makes it pretty challenging, but we ended up doing it, and we ended up doing it well. And yeah, it gave me this sense that I shouldn't be waiting around too often. I gotta move. The Akmal also is like that
So
basically.
the program started at what time and until what time?
So the program starts at what, 7:20 ish?
720.
7:20
and-
and ends at 12. And then after that at 1 o'clock, the first 3 days at 1 o'clock we have a leadership workshop that goes until 5 o'clock. And then from 5 o'clock, usually we have group discussions with either our social groups from the Temasek Foundation or just casually eating with our BIM fellows. But that's for the first 3 days. And then the next few days we had, what is it we had? What is it we had? Like the
The last, after the 3 days.
leadership.
A lot of. I think we focus on the entrepreneurship workshops, and then in the noon we got like orientation from the admission officers, and like they invite some companies for us to see like their business pitch and stuff.
So do they ask you to make a presentation at the time? No.
Yeah. So we got an end project there. So we have to make a presentation and a 4,000 words report for our business. It's like some kind of like of a business pitch.
That's for a group, right? Group
Yeah,
presentation.
yeah.
How many? I mean, in one group, how many members?
We got 6 to 7 members.
I had, how many did I have?
This is like 7 to 8, I think.
I had 6.
Yeah, I think 6, 7, or 8
Okay,
members. And what I got from them is they are really a hardworking person and really professional. Like for example, for the last 5 days, we so my hall, our hall, BIM students is in hall 16, right? And the Temasek Foundation's students scholars are in like hall 14, and we have to walk 15 minutes, like a 15 minutes walk. And
Yeah, all the
because of this end project, we gotta stay up at until like 3 a.m. just to finish it.
3 a.m.
Yeah.
And you wake up in the early morning.
At,
God, okay.
at most, we only have like 3 hours of sleep.
So this probably is so exhausting then.
It is pretty it is pretty exhausting, but you can think of it as sure you lose like almost 4 hours of sleep from the average sleep time, but it's really worth it. Like the experience you've gained and basically everything that you experience in Singapore. So I think it's justifiable, those 3 hours of sleep. I mean, yeah, I was so exhausted when I came back from Jakarta. Akmal should also be too, right? But it was a fun experience.
So I mean, if the BIM Foundation, why is that make this program one more time? So when they ask you to join, of course you are so excited to join again, or no?
We will.
Actually, the next chance of us, if we want to go back to NTU, is actually pursuing our undergraduate study.
Okay.
And I really want to go there.
Okay. So you only this was only one programs and one before you get to university.
This was a single summer program, right? Like
Yeah.
this is the one. Yeah,
It's
this
only
is the only one.
Okay. So after that, after you graduate from the university, then if you if you apply one more, you apply again for the BIMs.
Reapply.
Isn't it for master degree? BIM?
I think it's LPDP.
Oh, different will be different LPDP, right? So then you can get this experience again.
Yeah.
Then okay. Let me see some other questions we have. Okay. Let's give some. Some suggestions, some advice to your juniors about, related to this BIM program. So maybe they are if to make them excited, okay, to join, to apply for these programs and to focus on this program. What should they do? Okay, what should they do, and what should they prepare first? And then
Okay, I think first thing first is to be clear about what subjects and what major you wanna pursue in the future, because it's really important. Because the first question that the BIM government gonna ask us is what is our dream major and what could we contribute to the country, and it is a very vital and important question for us to answer.
So like from my interview from way back, the only casual question they asked was, "What's your name?" They didn't ask what major I was trying to pursue, because they already read my essay, right?
oh yeah,
Almost all of the questions related were related to the real world, like what you're gonna do in real life, how are you gonna contribute to Indonesia, and why do you think this is such a pivotal factor for Indonesia's Mas 2045? Yeah. And um, I'll give some tips for the juniors. First, you should show your gratitude for Indonesia. You should show your um, jiwa nasionalis,
Okay.
and be concise. Don't change. Don't what, like berpegang teguh
Okay,
to what berpegang teguh to what you're going to pursue in the near future.
Okay. All right. So that's all. You wanna talk? You wanna talk? I think that's all. Okay. Okay. That's all for today. So for the new student, for the juniors, so just as we have to discuss about BEAM program, so that you can take some example, can take some suggestion from your seniors and some advice as well. So prepare yourself. So later, inshallah, we will do the next podcast with other student. Okay. With the three more students. Okay, that's all for today. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Come and join us.